Hey, what's up, Twitter? So this is my blacklist thing, and let me try not to get blacklisted by talking about this, but I think it's a realistic conversation, you know? My thing is, I remember back in the day, and by the way, let me say this at the top. I'm not trying to cause Franklin any problems by asking these questions. Whatever. Like my ex came to me back in the day. He knows my ex. She came to me back in the day and said, "What do you think of this idea?" I said, "I think it's a good idea. It's great." And you know, it was about taking scripts that should have been made and then pushing them back into the zeitgeist and being like, hey, reminder, this should be made. This is really good. Look at all these votes we have. You know, look how many people like the script and nothing's happened with it. What the fuck is that? I mean, that's kind of what it is. Am I wrong? But I feel like at this point, it's gone into the realm of it's almost like a pretend like Oscars or something. Like if you get on the blacklist, it's like an Oscars, and then everybody's like, "Oh, great, they're a noted writer at this point. Let's work with them," and it immediately makes me think of a huge, let's be honest, a huge producer. I don't want to say who it is, but who does great and kills it. And I can't imagine that producer would read the blacklist and be like, that's going to influence my decision as to what I want to make. I just can't imagine it. Maybe it happens, but I just can't imagine it. So I get that managers and so forth, that they want their clients on their, and caveat, I would get, or distinction, I get that managers want their clients on the blacklist because it's like, boom, I built you a step higher. I get that part. But an agent, if I'm an agent, I don't give a shit if my client's on the blacklist. In fact, I don't want them on the blacklist because I want that sold and produced. I don't want it to languish on the blacklist for what? Like, let's be 100% honest. Can we be grown-ups, man, about this? My ex said to me, I don't give a fuck if my client makes the blacklist. I don't want him to be on the blacklist. And I said, do you ever read the scripts on the blacklist? And she said, no. I've already read the script that I wanted to read, and it ended up on the blacklist kind of against my will, basically. Like, I didn't want it to be on the blacklist. I was trying to get it sold and produced, But hey, then this is like a step down, and then it's kind of a reintroduction back into the industry, and who's voting on it. It's the lower level execs. Sorry, it just is. It's not the A-list producers and so forth. And I think there's a misconception about that people should understand. It's not the A-list people voting on it. It's not Scott Rudin. It's not Brian Grazer. I mean, it's not Brad Pitt. Whatever. Let's be honest about it. And so I think there's a danger in there. Disagree with me if you want, but I think there's a danger in there if you are, and again, I get managers why they want their clients on there. I get that. But if you're a producer, there is a danger in looking at that stuff as like, that's what you should, there's where you should be, culling your material from. I don't think so. I wouldn't do it like that. And then you're like, well, you're not successful. Great, that's true. But, I've developed with successful people. My shit's never been on the blacklist. My shit's never won any kind of awards, none of that shit. So, I don't know. That's my thought. Ultimately, let's have a conversation, I guess, about it. Like, why is that the new standard for how the industry should operate? Like, let's go with the scripts. Let's aggrandize the scripts that haven't quite landed. And that's not a slam on the writers because I know they're good. Don't get me wrong. I never slam writers. I know those scripts are good. But we shouldn't even have the blacklist because those scripts, if everybody likes them, then fucking make it. That's the crazy thing to me. Then fucking make it. I'm the crazy one? I don't know. I don't think so. So anyway, later. I hope you make the blacklist, but I hope I don't. I want my shit produced. Bye.